just a quick Base Building Plus tutorial. It's very easy here at Legendary. We utilize build from inventory. So all that means is you need to have the required materials in your inventory, and then you can build whatever the hologram is. Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. For this tutorial, we're only going to be doing Tier 1. But for foundations, you do have to have wooden logs in your inventory, along with planks and nails. If you'll notice at the top right-hand corner of the screen, it will be your Base Building Plus keybinds. I highly suggest utilizing snapping because it just makes everything a lot cleaner and it's just the best way to build. This is a door kit. And then all you have to do is put a code lock on it. I have gotten some questions about how to do the yaw, pitch, and roll, and that would be in the advanced rotation setting. So you press up on your keybinds on your keyboard, and then you can enable, and then you have roll, pitch, yaw. As you'll see, roll is side to side. Pitch is just your up and down. So if you wanted to lay something flat, disable advanced rotation, turn back on this. All right. Enable it, pitch. So if you're wanting to place windows for base defense, this is how you would do it. And then you can also page up and page down if you really want to get finicky with it. You could line it up just right to where it's flush with the floor. Remember that the blue outline is the frame itself when doing this. I thought I could ball. That's not exact. It is almost flush. I mean, you could probably move it up a little bit if you really wanted to. Either way, that's the basics of how it works. If you are going to utilize hatches like this for base defense, whether you are a PvE player or in PvP, I highly suggest that you lock your window and you put window bars so that people cannot get through them. Let's see what else. Another thing to keep in mind is when you get to the roof of your base, the very tippity top of what you want your base to be, use the roof kit. Do not use floor kits, because during purge, people, if you have if you're a PvE player and you use a floor kit, people will be able to stand on top of your roof and dismantle. So always use the roof kits for the top. Very easy. And then you'll notice that when I'm up here, you cannot dismantle. If this was a floor kit, I could stand on top of this and just dismantle my way down through your base. Again, that's only during Purge. This does not apply to PvP bases during normal raid times. And I will say this again for everybody. I would highly suggest any windows, whether being used horizontally or vertically for peaks, that you put code locks on your windows. And that you put window bars on your windows, because soft raiding is allowed and people can use base building plus ladders to get up to your windows, and if they are not locked or if they're left open and you do not have window bars on them, people can get inside of your base. And this is another reason why I highly suggest utilizing snapping if you are building a base, not only because it looks aesthetically better, but because it will prevent somebody like from being able to get into your base through a crack in the wall. Like if I was to build this wall, and let's say I turn snapping off and I decide I'm gonna, well, shit. I'll just use this window. All right. Let's say I decide I'm gonna try to freehand this, right? And I don't, I've seen a lot of players do this. You try to freehand it, you don't get it snapped just right. There'll be a gap there, and then as you go down, the gap will get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then before you know it, it's a gap big enough for somebody to be able to crawl through or roll through. You would be surprised at how small of a hole somebody can get through.